Hi, today I want to give you an insight on my future project. One thing I would like to do is updating this amazing 1970s dress with these fantastic sleeves. What do you think of that? And adding really bright details here at the top and changing the lining using this fabric. Da, da, da. What do you think? I think they will look great, don't you? Now, the reason why I want to use this fabric as a lining is because the fabric is see-through, and if you are adding this really bright shiny fabric underneath, it will create a 3D effect, right? And it will make your flowers looking like jewels, like this. That is when the sun is shining. Not very often here in the UK, of course. Now, the next little number I would like to be working with would be this one. It's a lovely 1970s dress with these beautiful frills, but a shame about the color. What do you think? Well, anyway, by changing the lining underneath, I'm planning to make it a little bit more striky, and of course adding some applique using this tablecloth like Hermione did. Well, I don't think you use a tablecloth, but I will be cutting out some of the big and the small flowers, do appliques, and maybe a little bit of machine embroidering. And this will be it for this little number. Okay, the next one. Ta-da! Cape galore. Now on this one, I will just add some details here at the top using this really rich lace fabric, and then it's going to be patchwork galore underneath for lining. And what I will be doing, the patchwork will be matching the top fabric, so there will be like gigantic flowers in purple, fuchsia and yellow. And that'll be it. But let me just show you the fabric, because the fabric is just fantastic, or at least one of the fabrics I'm going to be using, because they will be like all different colors. So that's it. What do you think? It does look good, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, now the same fabric I'm going to be using for this other little number. Again, and I'm going to be using just a straight lining for this dress. And for this dress, what I'm going to add would be some silk flowers all around the little capey thing, just because. And I think it's going to be looking great. Maybe with some beaded embroidery as well. Anyway, we shall see. And what do you think of these? This is a 1970 Californian dress, and I particularly like the screen printed design in the front. So, of course, I want to enhance it. And how I'm going to do that? That would be with this fabric. So what do you think? The two would go very well together, no? So I'm going to use this fabric as a lining again, because I really like to add the sort of jewel effect and create another fabric, of course. Just a minute. Of course, you can barely see it, but I just think it's just fantastic. Anyway, this is the idea. But to this one, I'm also going to add a little bit of more applique, just because these tablecloths, they can have great use. Again, those flowers will be cut out and I will put them to the bodice. You have no idea what I used to do when I was a kid. Tablecloths, curtains, rugs, anything would go to make clothes. My parents were mortified, of course. Now, the other thing I want to show you is this dress, because it's got denim and it's from the 80s and it's got great pattern, but I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but this is just work in progress. Okay, now I've got to show you this. Why? Two reasons. First is because this fabric, when the sun is shining, looks fantastic. I know you're not going to believe me, but it's true. I don't know why. And the second reason is because this fabric is very difficult to work with, but this designer, Frank Usher, my favorite designers of the 80s, managed to do a fantastic little number, and I decided I have to do the same. I will rise to the challenge. Now, look at this. Fantastic dress, hey? I think so. This is going to be another of those dresses where there is going to be lace galore and patchwork galore work. I mean, basically I'm going to be doing, as the underskirt is going to be all different kind of 3D lace and also solid color lining, and I will be matching the top part of the fabric, so there will be like gigantic flowers in fuchsia and purple. And the purple fabric that I have at the moment, of course, is going to be other fabric which I have to add, will be this. What do you think? Huh? Hold on. It's great, huh? It looks really good. I mean, it's a great fabric by itself, I think. But anyway, that's going to be added to this dress, and then of course it's going to be rich embroidered to the neck, to the cufflinks, and I will leave this lovely little shining through sleeves as they are, because I think I like that. Okay, now the other one I want to show you is this. I have no idea, but I like the flowers. This is work in progress, and we shall see. Okay, look at this. Fantastic. I love the cut. This is what I consider the dress coat. So it looks as if you're wearing a coat over a dress, but it's only one. But the black fabric is awful. I'm trying to find the replacement fabric from the 70s, but if I can't find it, then I'm going to be using this modern squared leatherette fabric, which it's got a lovely shine to it, and it will make, you know, maybe a good dress. I don't know. Still work in progress. Okay, almost there. Now, this is a theatre performance dress. It doesn't fit, but I really like this lovely silk details of flowers with the frills lace around it. So I'm just going to make a dressing gown, and then the top part I'm just going to make a lot of these lovely flower details, and I'm going to be looking as if I'm wearing a garden. Okay, now this one, haha, 70s dress, no flower power. Oh, so when I saw it, I thought I must have it. I know I love flowers, but if I thought I had to have a different kind of pattern for my dresses. So, but in this case, the color is not really my kind of cup of tea. So to enhance it, I'm just going to add some fur trimmings all around the dress and a gigantic hoodie with gold lining, and the fur trimmings will be black and hot pink stripe. I've seen it, I just haven't bought it, and that would be great. Now I have the last project, and yes, I'm a workaholic. Right, the last project would be this 1960s skirt, and what I'm going to do, because it's too short, I'm going to add a very heavy and rich 3D pattern trimming at the end. And what is going to happen, because it's so rich and so heavy, it will keep the A-line shape of the skirt all the time. So when you're walking, when you're running, doesn't matter what you're doing, you always look as if you're a queen or a princess, and it looks fantastic. Anyway, this is my last project.